Alright, I'm going to be doing a quick video on how to increase your win rate with continuations. So going over like just what a good continuation should look like. First off, you want to have the high time frame key level. This can be probably like a 1 hour, a 4 hour, or a daily gap. So this was what it would look like on for longs, and this is what it would look like for shorts. And once we hit this, we want to see price start delivering upwards and then start disrespecting bearish conditions, right? And then I want to see price pull back into a 5 or a 15-minute gap, tap into that, respect it, and then give us a nice healthy inversion to the upside. And then that's where I would take a long, and that would be a good continuation long. And for shorts, it would be the same thing. We hit a high time frame bearish key level, 1 hour, 4 hour, or daily, or anything like that. And then I want to see price start delivering down, pull back up into a 5 or a 15-minute gap, and then respect it, and then get a nice inversion to the downside. Nice healthy close, and then that's where I would enter my short. So going into what you want to make sure you have, obviously you want to have that high time frame sponsorship, high time frame narrative, which is like your bias. Like you want it to align with the trend, right? You don't want to be trying to take a continuation short like against the trend. High time frame objectives, you want to make sure your objectives are all still intact. You don't want to be trying to take continuation longs. Let's say if like the daily objective, like the highs are already taken, then you're kind of just taking continuations into nothing, and it's kind of just like pattern trading. You want to have high resistance stop loss and low resistance targets. This doesn't just go with continuations. This is kind of just like you always want to have this. You want to have high resistance stop loss, low resistance targets, because that just gives you more probability to actually have a good trade. And then you just want to have a clear manipulation leg. You don't want to really be trading within chop. I know I see a lot of trades fail because we will be delivering from that high time frame key level, right? And then we'll just start chopping, chopping, chopping. And then we have this tiny little tap into like, let's say like there's a 5-minute gap right here, right? A lot of times I'll see people take this and then they'll take like this and then like let's say there's an inversion right here, right? And then they'll get in their trade right there. And what happens? They just get chopped out and then it hits their stop loss, right? You want to make sure you have a clean manipulation leg. You want like the structure to be great. You never want to just be trading within chop with bad structure, right? Because as long as you're still within accumulation, it's very easy just for you to get chopped out. And then I'm going to be going over an example. So I know this Friday there was some continuation shorts that a lot of people lost over, and this kind of includes some of the things that I'm talking about here. So if we scroll back to, where is it? Friday. It's probably somewhere around here, I believe. All right. Yeah, right about here. Let's go back in the replay. Let's do this. All right. So what do we have here, right? Let me just clear all the drawings. What are we doing? We did hit this 4-hour key level right here. So we have, this is our high time frame key level. We have this bearish fair value gap right here. And then what did we do from there? We started delivering down, right? We respected it. So that's already one good thing. And what do? We open up a 5-minute gap right here. So let's start with the first one, right? So right here, we trade lower, and then right here, we open up this 5-minute gap. And then what do I want to see from there? I want to see us respect it and trade lower. All right, and right here, we get this really clean 1-minute inversion here. And so a lot of people took this, targeting this low right here, which is a high time frame objective. It was a 1-hour intermediate low. And it was also a unfilled 4-hour. And if you play this out, it ends up running your stop loss. Now, why did this fail? Or why did I think it failed, right? So basically, I mean, it has everything you need, and this is what I would call like a bare minimum continuation, right? It has the high time frame sponsorship, it has the 5-minute gap tap, it respects it, and we get this clean displacing inversion right here, right? But the issue with this is, let's go back to this. We have this, we have this, or no, we don't have this. We don't have the high time frame narrative. And then we don't have this as well. High time frame or high resistance stop and low resistance targets. So let's go back here and look. What is the narrative here? We are clearly bullish here, right? We traded down and I believe we hit like some sort of key level around here. I'm not quite sure. But we were clearly delivering upwards, right? We were disrespecting these bearish gaps. We were just ripping through them. If we go on the 1 hour, we literally rip through this 1 hour gap and we're trading higher. And we have higher targets above, being this unfilled daily gap right here, which was also the previous day high. So going into this day, I was already looking for price to be bullish at least to this high, right? So why would we switch up and start trying to take shorts down to here? Like, you're trading against the trend when we're clearly bullish, and that's trading against a high time frame narrative. You always want to zoom out and take a look at the bigger picture, because when you're too zoomed in like this looks really good. This looks super clean. It looks like it has everything you need. But once you zoom out here, look at how bullish we are. We tapped into this 1 hour gap and we completely ripped up from there. And that's just trading against the high time frame narrative. And we still have higher objectives as well. So there's no reason to be shorting just yet. The buy model isn't completed. Like, there's no reason for us to sweep out this high and just start trading all the way down back to here. If we want to be bullish, we obviously want to see this get traded to first, and then we can start looking for shorts, depending on how we react to this level. And then talking about high resistance and low resistance. So when we tapped into this 1 hour and respected it like this, and then we displaced away, this low right here becomes a protected low. And this should be high resistance until we hit an objective, right? And so what do? We do hit this like 1 hour intermediate high and we start trading lower. So technically this high also becomes protected as well. So let's write that. So we have a high resistance low and a high resistance high. And so what did I say we want? We want to be targeting we want to be targeting low resistance, right? And we want to have high resistance at our stop. But right here, what are we doing? We are targeting high resistance with high resistance. And so why would you want to put yourself in a scenario where it's just less probable when trading is just a game of probability, right? And the same reason this next setup fails, right? A lot of people, they saw the resweep right here. And then, is it here? Oh, no, it's right here, actually. Yeah. A lot of people saw the resweep of this high as another manipulation leg, and they saw this clear inversion here, and they tried to hop into this short once again, targeting the same level. And what happens? The stop just gets ran through. And it just goes back to this being a high resistant low, right? If we are to be bullish, let's just review like basic bullish structure, right? What does being bullish mean? We're creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, right? So that means these lows right here, these should all be protected. We shouldn't be trading back to this unless we're breaking structure. So that would mean that we hit a high time frame key level, right? Why are these not? Okay. We hit a high time frame key level that then breaks our structure, and then we start creating lower highs and lower lows, right? And then these lows become low resistant because we're now in a bearish trend. But as long as we're in a bullish trend, these lows should be high resistant and these highs should be low resistance. And then so if we take that back to here, as you can see, we're literally creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And then we continue doing that. And then we do that as well on the high time frame, right? We trade into this 1 hour, we start trading higher. We trade into this 1 hour, we start trading higher. We trade into this 1 hour. What should we do? We should start trading higher until the buy model is done. So why would we try to target this low? There's really no reason to. This should just be protected and we should just be following the trend and taking longs, right? And I remember telling a bunch of people that this low was just going to be protected and we weren't going to trade back to it until we take out previous day high, because in my opinion, that was the draw. And what do we do from there? We end up just trading away and we continue trading higher. And what do? We keep creating these higher highs and higher lows all the way until right here when we take out the previous day high. And this is exactly what I thought was going to happen this day, right? I wanted to see this previous day high get taken and sweep into this daily gap, and then maybe we get a break of structure and we start trading lower. Which, let's see if we do. Oh, well, it just ends there. But it kind of just goes to show the point of like you want to be following the trend with your continuations. You don't want to just be taking a pattern trade just because, oh, we swept out this key level. Oh, we traded lower, made a 5-minute gap, and we pulled up into the 5-minute gap, respected it, and then you take shorts, right? Go with the trend. The trend is your friend, right? So we shouldn't be targeting some low like this. And yeah, I mean, and then clear manipulation, couldn't really find an example off the top of my head, but like I said, just try not to be trading within chop. But yeah, I mean, I feel like as long as you follow all of these, like this little checklist right here, you make sure you have all of these things, it will definitely like improve your win rate a lot on continuations. And if any of these things are confusing, just drop a comment and like ask your question, or I have my Discord server in the bio as well, or not the bio, the description. And then if you want to join up, you can always ask me questions there. And yeah, I hope all of that made sense, and I hope that helps you guys improve your win rate.